It seems like today, so many people are talking about how do we raise up the next generation and what about transitions of leadership. And the biggest metaphor, imagery that I see is this thing called a baton. And actually, I think it's very unhelpful because the idea of a baton is that if I give that baton up, when I'm finished with my race, as soon as I hand that off, then I'm done. And I think a lot of us older leaders that we're holding on to that baton far too long because we're afraid that we'll be done running our race and we'll be put on the shelf. On the other side, when the day comes and we do hand out that baton, a lot of times the younger leaders aren't even there. And it's tragic that they've had to go somewhere else to be who God made them to be. And so when I think about this, I think there's a different metaphor that we're talking about being a torchbearer. Because see, with the baton idea, again, when we hand that baton, the younger generation, I've heard them say, why do I want what you've created anyway? So even when we're done and say, here, everything I've done, it's yours to take. And they say, why would I want what you've created? So here's my question and an idea. What if we create the future together? That means the young people don't have to go away and I don't have to be put on the shelf, and that we can create the future together. It means the next generation can stand on our shoulders and they can build on what we've been. And in Jewish culture, the older you got, they would bring the older ones closer. In our culture, it's almost like pushing them away. And I think it's a lose-lose for the church and the future of the church if the young people have to go away to have their freedom and be who they feel God made them to be, and then that we feel like we're useless or finished. But I think the power of coming together with lighting our torches and lighting the fires of the younger to the older generation, I think that gives us a chance to make a difference and change the world.